Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa.
Since we can't be with you in Michigan before your surgery, Grandma, we just wanted to send a little video to let you know that we're thinking about you and that we love you.
And we wanted to read a book to you that was one of my favorites growing up. It's called Hug Me by Patty Stren.
And there's a few reasons why we wanted to read this book to you, so we'll talk about that after we read it. So we hope it makes you smile and you enjoy it. Elliot Kravitz was not like other porcupines, who were quite content having quills and being left alone. Elliot was not content. He wanted a friend to talk to, a friend to play with, and tell his best secrets to, but mostly a friend to hug. All his friends told him, "Hey Elliot, it's really great having quills. No one bothers us. We always get to be first in line, and we never have to share our ice cream cones. No one ever comes near a porcupine." But Elliot rather liked being with people. He never really minded sharing his ice cream cone, even if it was a double scoop chocolate chip cone with sprinkles on top. Elliot longed for a friend. You see, there was one thing he wanted more than anything else in the whole world: a big, tight hug. The other porcupines wouldn't hug him. "It's too hard," they said, "to hug someone with quills." So Elliot spent a lot of his time hugging telephone poles, parking meters, and traffic lights.
After a while, Elliot got tired of hugging telephone poles, parking meters, and traffic lights. They really didn't make him feel very good. During the day, he continued to hug things, and then at night in bed, Elliot would dream about having a real friend who would hug him back. One morning, he got out of bed and said, "Enough is enough. No more hugging parking meters, traffic lights, and telephone poles. I want a friend to hug, a friend who will hug me back." Elliot decided to disguise himself as a birthday present. People love birthday presents. Maybe someone who loved birthday presents would want to be his friend. When it was Christmas, Elliot put lights around each quill and rented himself out as the first walking Christmas tree. Everyone loved to look at him, but no one ever wanted to touch him. He never got hugged.
By this time, Elliot was very angry and upset. "I'll get even," he said. "I'll put erasers on each of my quills and wipe everyone out." Then he said to himself, "Elliot, you're being silly. There's nothing you can do." And then he said out loud for everyone to hear, "I give up. I don't need anybody. I'm going to the forest where I can be alone and no one will ever find me." In the forest, Elliot found himself a quiet, grassy spot under a tree. He sat hugging his knees. "You give up what?" a little voice said. Elliot turned around and saw another porcupine facing him. "What's your name?" she said. "Elliot Kravitz," said Elliot Kravitz. "What's yours?" "Thelma Claypitz," said Thelma Claypitz. "What are you doing here?" she said. "I'm here because nobody wants to hug me." "I'll hug you," she said. "You will?" said Elliot. "Sure," said Thelma. "But I'm a porcupine," said Elliot. "What do you think I am?" she said, pointing to her quills. "Let's hug." And they tried, slowly, carefully, very gently they hugged. Elliot smiled. "This is nice," he thought to himself. The end. So there were two reasons why we thought this book would be fun to read to Grandma. First of all, because we really wish we could be in Michigan to give you a big hug right now. And we can't, so we thought we'd read the book about hugging. And another reason is because you remind us a lot of Thelma Claypitz, the porcupine in the end of the story, who gives Elliot a hug, because you're the type of person who gives love to everyone around you, no matter what, and you always make everyone feel really loved and special. So those are just a few reasons why we read you this book, and some reasons why we love you so much.
So even though we're not there with you for your big day, we just want you to know that how much we love you and that we're praying for you and that we know everything is going to go very well and it's going to be a very successful surgery.
We love you guys.
We love you.